Let's go.
This is the Spike Rebel music experience.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together.
This is the Spike Rebel music experience. All right. How you doing, world? This is Spike Rebel for the Spike Rebel Experience, where we always showing artists with artists. And today's guest, you know, some artists are not singers, musicians. You got all kind of artists from, well, he's a comedian. And he's a great friend of mine, a good friend of mine, Rome Anthony. Come on the set.
Comic Alpha, you what? Comic Alpha. Yep, what's up?
Man, hey, leave that cute step alone.
Oh, is that what my fault? What's up? What up, world? This is Comic Alpha New in the building.
How you doing?
Man.
It's been a minute.
It has.
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
Y'all don't know local to global.
I'm old now. Let me put my glasses on like I can't see.
He's been a good friend of mine for a long time, man. Where do we meet?
At the police department. You want me to
Not
tell
getting
them?
arrested, though.
Oh, no. See, they hired 2 artists for the CHA police department. His partner was complaining because all he thought about was music. My partner complained because all I thought about was jokes. Somebody who had authority said put them 2 in the same card together.
Wow.
And we start killing it. Don't you remember we got that homicide?
Which one?
The one on Cermak. And this was
What
cold.
happened?
This was cold. We got a homicide within 20 minutes. Lady stabbed her husband, came down, knocked on her car window and said, I did it. And got in the back seat. And then when they came up, how you guys get it? You know, we said keen instinct and technique. What? And they was hating because like these 2 dudes, you remember that?
It was a choir. We put the band together for the police department to go in the community.
Law and order.
Law and order. Where we went from the doo-wop all the way to Boys to Men, the community like that.
We was getting our sing on. We was getting our sing on.
Because a lot of police officers, not to you know, we had a bad rap, everything going on today with the police, but we actually all the police officers had like another talent.
Yeah.
All of them. Sax players, all kind of stuff. You never know. You know, the police check was good.
Yeah, but we had a great band. I mean, when you think about it, though, you had a drummer, you had a bass player, how many guitar players.
Right.
Spike was just orchestrating all that stuff.
Yeah.
Ooh, and I came in the game, it was like, because we was partners, he was like, you had to take that, like, singing test. I didn't pass. He's like, put him in anyway. Yeah. I became the side show. I kept the shows rolling.
That's true. That's the hype,
and
man.
it was just like,
all
boom.
that.
But then, within my limitations, I can sing doo-wop, and they put me up front, let me do Sam Cooke. I'll never forget that at an anniversary show.
See, he likes all that Elvis Presley stuff.
Elvis
But
is
that's
my
classic.
thing. No,
that's
it's
classic.
Leroy
We got that
Presley.
little Trey Songz.
Cut for a minute. What happened to the mic, brother?
So, you been anywhere out of the country or out of the Chicago area?
When you talking about? I mean, you
wow.
know,
I mean, you're a comedian.
Well, you know what? Right now, the comedy thing just happened again. I'm on my second, you know, when we was living in New York together in 2001, after 9/11, came back home to raise my kids, I had to put everything on like pause. So I started the production thing. But now I'm doing a comedy thing. My kids in college. I'm sitting at home and got quiet. And the jokes in my head was like firing off, like a person with paralysis. And all of a sudden, I can be funny again.
Right.
And I told myself, because I've been teaching the word of God for like 5 years prior to that. And the humility set in. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go back out to open mics. I'm not gonna pick up the phone and say, can I get on? I picked up the phone and called the guys and said, where the open mics at? And this time around, they were everywhere. And it wasn't a black side, white side, Latino side. Everybody except everybody. That's what I like about hip hop.
Right.
Hip hop broke that bridge.
Okay.
Blacks do it this way, whites do it that way. I went back out, I had to explain my material.
Right.
I just did my jokes. It's all about being funny. And the humility, people started to say, hey man, you funny, you know. But what I realized, I'm on the stage with 20 and 25-year-old guys, women. I'm 50 years old, I'm 51 now. And I said, you know what, I'm gonna take the daddy persona. I told this guy, sit down, straighten up your hat, and he did. And from that point on, I said, that's gonna be my attitude. I'm the daddy.
So you sound like all these experiences. You just gave your age. So all of that allows you probably unlimited stuff to talk about.
It is. All the time. It's like.
So you got the kids. You like, if you don't know, he does videography, editing. Then I know you drove for CTA.
Still, yeah.
You was, like I said, police officer, comedian on the side. You're married. Got
Married.
Five kids?
Yeah, your mama. I got 3 kids. I don't know. What are you talking about? 5? I'm like, really?
But
baby, I ain't got 3.
Okay.
The mother 2.
You got 2 boys and 1 girl.
Yeah.
Now tell us about her.
Oh, well, she's about to graduate in a week from Jackson State University, JSU. She played basketball on full ride scholarship, 3-time MVP.
What's her name? Tell the world name.
My baby girl is Ayanna Fuller. Love you, girl. She about to do her thing.
And then the engineering major, right?
She's engineering major and got a job in the city of Chicago. I told her, girl, you know how blessed you are to graduate and get a job.
But she's been offered somewhere overseas, too, to play, right?
That's still in the making,
pending.
but they want her to come and audition or try out, yeah.
So that's good.
Because the girl can play. She'll
That
kill you.
Did that come from you? Now, we played. We used to be close.
Here we go. I was her first coach. But, I mean, you know what? The girl had a gift, and it just went places. I just fed her that confidence that you practice hard, you can be whatever you want to be.
So did that work for your 2 sons?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. My boys are.
Jalen
and Jerome, Junior, the 3rd. He always correct you because I'm Junior. But they doing their own thing. And boys, different girls listen to daddy, do what they told.
Okay.
Boys like, I'm a man, I'm gonna do my own thing. So he doing his own thing, working 2 jobs, going to hell, Washington. I'm proud of him.
That's the
because he
oldest.
doing his own way. I said, dude, I have no problem with you doing whatever you want to do. Just do it.
Okay.
And he out there doing it.
So talk about the comedy stuff. Where do you fit in with, I know Chicago got a lot of people. You always hear about Tony Schofield, but that's the today. Well, I don't know who the new guys are. I'm kind of in the middle.
Well, let me tell you what happened.
Bernie Mac.
That's our mentor. That was my mentor.
Yeah.
Bernie put me on my first mic at the Cotton Club.
Really?
Shouts out to Bernie. Yep.
Wow.
And R. Kelly was in the bathroom. I was singing with R. Kelly, and I was getting ready to get bumped. And R went and pulled. He said, man, put my man up, man. He can sing. He funny. And he put me up the first time. Miss you, Bernie, but I wasn't funny. But he said, dude, you got great stage presence. Okay. Go write some material. And that's where it started.
Right.
And,
so you've had some good shows. And I've seen you at both. I've seen you at some good shows. And I want to tell the world, I saw a bomb show in New York. But I told him that's a different audience.
Yeah.
And so he didn't change his material. That Chicago material was funny in Chicago. But so what did New York do for you?
Told me that I lived in a sheltered world in Chicago. So I went to New York. He told me to get on a train, went all the way to Long Island, started listening to these Jewish accents, went over to Bronx, Bensonhurst, but just at the door and turned right back around. But I heard enough of like, hey, you come over here, forget about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Forget about it. But I tell you what, you want me to make you a chitlin, right? I'm making you chitlin Alfredo with a portobello mushroom for you.
So what you think about New York pizza versus Chicago?
It's garbage. It's garbage. That I don't even know what that is. It's flatbread with sauce on it. It's pita bread with sauce on it. That ain't pizza. Just because it's a bigger slice, don't make it better.
Right.
Chicago, everybody know, hands down, we got the best pizza, deep dish, deep crust.
You learned some stuff in New York. I know, because when you first got there, you was trying to find yourself. You left Chicago. So I remember meeting you at this place called, it was with the guy Joel. What was the name of that place? Oh,
Radius.
Radius. Big warehouse where they had 3 floors, and they were just allowing us to, I guess they fed all their interns. They was humble. But what did you learn there? Because that's where, you got to try a lot of stuff.
That's where all my creativity came into fruition. As a student at Columbia College here in the city of Chicago, I learned how to do broadcast, work the cameras, production, build a set, edit, the whole thing. But it was with the tapes. They were embarking in this new computer thing and moving into DV. They talking about grants. So I was introduced first to the internet world, videos, $30,000 grants to shoot an entire movie. And I'm like, wow. So I came home with a different concept. But Joe said, because I ran out of money, I said, I want to stay here. What can I do without being a security guard? He gave me the camera. Go Brooklyn, videotape. Let me see what you got. Went and shot a video, gave it to him, and the only critique he got was, I don't focus fast enough. He taught me how to zoom out, get the focus, pull back, bam, he started letting me videotape. I was third camera on his concerts.
Wow.
And it just opened my mind up because, you know, when you're in a creative environment, you start just, you know, where do I fit in? And remember, you had me sit down with the bands and say, this is your first song, your second song. They were like, go holler at Rome, like the troubleshooter.
Right.
Because he's like, I could see stuff. And I was the only comedian in a music world.
Right.
So there was no conflict. But I felt like I love music. I just didn't get the vocals, y'all, you know. Wow. But I always wanted to go, ooh. That's how I can do.
So what happened to the other film guys? That you meet some more in
my man Rashad Clinton, he's still doing it. Rashad, I can't even name all the TV shows because we Facebook friends. I keep up, but Rashad was he was my understudy.
Okay.
That boy done worked on the practice, Law and Order. I don't know which one, so many Law and Orders.
Right.
And he's still up there doing it, man.
But all of this led to, I know for a fact, I saw you on Barbershop, one of them barbershops.
Oh yeah. Well, I was hired for Barbershop 1 by Anthony Anderson.
That's Ice Cube.
I don't care. Anthony Anderson got his people to bump me. I was supposed to steal the ATM machine. That's fact. And Anthony Anderson people had me bumped, and then they said you could be his double. I said, he fat. And I looked at myself and go, oh, well, guess I done picked them weird. And then they brought me back for Barbershop 2 to be Ice Cube's father. I read for that, and they said, you know what? We want you to be Tyrone in the barbershop scene. I got to read a few lines. I just got a check last week for $15. What? Nigga? I'm still getting checks 20 years later. $15. What? You want me to do my lines? My boys in nappy cut. It's like my boys in Memphis with the nappy cut. They said the food off in there was off the chain. They got women serving fools wine when they walk through the door. Ah, it was like, yeah.
That's your part.
And then old boy said they got fish in the flow. That's so it's like, yeah.
Wow.
It was cool.
Wow.
I was a negotiator, but nobody see me.
Okay.
So
you saying that business part is, we always talk about this with the other artists, the business part. How does that affect with you now from when you started? Where you just
it never affected me because I understood it walking in the door. As a student,
okay.
See, when you're an artist fresh going into the art, you just think of your artistry. As a student at Columbia, all the mentors, I met Bill Cosby when I did a report on him. They talked about this business, like young fella, you know, work on your craft, but understand the business. So I had already understood business before a show. So I didn't get like slapped in the face like, this ain't expected.
Right.
I mean, just like the last audition, I'm playing a security guard in a new TV series called Shadrach, the series. I'm playing a security guard. But when I was filling out the application, this is what's new to me. How many Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram followers do I have?
Right, that's the criteria now.
And I ain't got none. I do now, but at the time, a year ago, I was like, I don't even know what these things are. So it's a different thing.
Right. Hey man, you see, I was painting. Does that what do you see?
Can I get up?
Well,
I want to look here.
I'm just saying.
When I saw this, and this is we go back as homies and stuff like that. I said, this is me. That's my wife, and that's our 3 children. This is our world, and this is, you know, we branched off like that. But then I looked at it again and I said, that's my God, that's my gift, and these are my talents. And that's what I see in this. And this right here being a vase or a tree, branches, and guess what? That's how my life is. That's what I see, but that's how I live my life. And guess what? Eventually this gotta die. And I'm cool with that. But right now, while it's alive, it's supposed to come into fruition, whatever it is. Bring forth fruit, my brother.
My man.
That's what I see.
We be on the same page. You're the only artist see stuff that ain't there. But no, just playing. No, it's actually there. Like from what I see, I'm just saying, and we vibing, that is a vase. And plants grow from the seeds out the vase. And then in the mirror is whatever you see in there. And then you see something in the city. That's kind of like Chicago right now. I'm going to finish it up when you do your thing. You're going to do some jokes with us over on the other side.
Gotcha, man. You know, I got to.
You rap too, right?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Well, you know what it is?
I wrote your first rap.
Yes, you did. I still use it, too.
See,
man, yeah, I still use it. I use it in the comedy. Here's the thing, as an artist, as a comedian, we are probably one of the few artists that's allowed to stick our hands in everybody else's artistry.
That's true.
Because we funny with it. The whole comic Alpha knew, I ain't no real, you should see me trying to step, man. It is hilarious. I don't want to lift my knees up. Be like, in the basement, I was like, oh,
but to start a fraternity for comedians, that's mind-blowing.
Fraternal?
That's you pioneering.
Yeah. In 100 years, they're going to talk about me, Rome Anthony, the founder of Comic Alpha New. What? Watch.
Yeah.
100 years from now, they're going to be having Founders Day. It's going to be about me, baby.
So are you stuck in Chicago? Like, I mean, this is home.
This is home.
Till.
I want to go back to New York.
Yeah.
I got to go back to New York. Because New York told me yes.
Okay.
They didn't make it easy, but New York told me yes.
So that was your learning.
Yes. And I was like, I got to get back. 9/11 happened.
Right.
I think about it, man. If you remember, I was about to start working on the practice in production. And then it was like, we don't only take actors from Broadway, but you work in production, and if you on set and we need to walk on or talk, you there. So I was like, that's the opportunity.
Right.
But 9/11 happened. They shut down. That's when they shut down Denzel's Grammy movie.
Right.
Where he was Alonzo. They shut it all down because of the violence and other.
Wow.
And I was like,
I was right there at the 9/11 thing when looking at the running across.
Remember I was
the bridge,
calling you?
crazy. Yeah.
I was like, Spike, and but nobody phoned. I was like, man. Because you took me to the basement of that place to show me everything that's in the Twin Towers, and then my cousin would meet me from Jersey. It's a train going through it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was like, that's scary.
So you like comedians, explain to the world, you do voices. It's different types of comedians. I already know that because like certain comedians, they just on different levels. Some comedians don't make me laugh, but they got TV shows.
Yeah.
You know, and the other ones that just have me in stitches. So you more on the line of Sinbad.
Yeah, and I agree.
You're not trying to go Chappelle per se. Is it because of the cursing, or is it because who you are?
I love Chappelle. I will go where Chappelle take me.
Okay, there you go.
What the hell you talking about? Yeah.
So you do voices, right?
To do it, I do it everything.
You practice all that?
All the time. I have to.
You do karate too?
Kung Fu.
Or martial arts?
No, Kung Fu.
Kung Fu.
Yeah.
You've been doing that since
1980.
I saw pictures of you, man. Dude was cut. He look like Charles Barkley now, you know.
Yeah.
But he cut up.
Charles, yeah.
Used to. I remember he had to. Man. You
Still
do that?
I still do it. If I could pull up my Facebook right now, I put a video up about a week ago, and people was like, "How you get your leg up there? Is it Photoshop?" What it is, or what I did, I gotta tell you though. After I did this kick and I kicked my foot up, my whole body fell forward, and I cut it. That's what the beauty of editing. I cut it. They was like, I paused it right there, and it said Rome Suyi. They was like, that was hot. They was like, where you? And then it was like, I thought Suge Knight was locked up.
Man.
They said I was Suge Knight doing kung fu. And I was like, I embrace any and everything that comes my way because it's who I am. You know,
Right.
I'm going to therapist for PTOCS. You ever heard of
I
that?
don't know what that is.
It's post-traumatic only child syndrome.
Oh.
Yeah.
I met your mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she only had one kid.
So that kind of messed you up.
Yeah, man, because I did things too long. Like, I listened to Elvis Presley, you mentioned earlier, all the time. Come home from school, the 3:30 movie, Monday through Friday.
Why? Because your mom listened to it?
No, because I was at home by myself and then have a brother or sister to say, what the hell are you doing? Stop.
Okay.
See, brothers and sisters are your first sign of socializing. Like, why are you doing that too long? So I
Right.
did it too long.
Right.
To the point where it's not an Elvis song I can't sing or do. But then I thought about it. Elvis had a black maid named Beulah. Beulah Mae Jenkins. And you know white folks like them some black tail. They call it nigger juicing. They had an illegitimate son named Leroy Presley, i.e. one of my characters, my alter egos. Leroy Presley, he from Baltimore, which is,
Okay.
I'm sad about what's happening up there, but he had his first song coming out on Bust Down Records. The song is called Bust Down. You ain't nothing but a bust down, trying to get high. Well, you ain't never called a hood rat and you ain't no friend of mine.
That's you.
So
man.
you know what? It's and you know when you start, I studied all the comedians, old and new, while I was sitting at home for the last 15 years. I mean, like being a student of the game, and the new show Last Comic Standing. This year, Keenan said they to critique the artists, good and bad, and it's like be you. And all I heard last summer was be you. Can't nobody beat being me,
Right.
but me. And that's the thing that I did in the 90s. I changed who I was in the original form of comedy and try to be a Def Jam comedian. And that was the dive. That's when I started feeling insecure because I'm like, that ain't my style. Now I'm back to being me. I was raised a Christian. I became a Baptist. I got a wife and 3 kids. I love God, but I'm real honest about my relationship because I'm like Peter. Nobody ever mess with Jesus. I'll cut your ear off. You know that nigga? I don't know that nigga. I'm a Gentile.
All right. Well, look, man. Where can we see you coming up soon?
Well, my next show is going to be with Farley Jackmaster Funk on the 21st.
Here in Chicago?
Yeah.
Or,
No, here in Chicago on 167th Street. No, he's gonna be it's a house party like fundraiser, and we're gonna be at the Icon Theater the same date, May 21st, showing a TV show called I Think I'm Mike Lowry.
Man.
And they call me, my title name is Everybody. I got 5 characters in that one movie.
Well, come on, let me hear some of your stuff. Let the world see you. Do your thing. We're gonna go over to the other set.
Is y'all ready for Rome Anthony? Comic Alpha New.
There you go. Come on, man.
1, 2, 3, hit it. We naughty comics. Comic. We naughty comics. Comic. We naughty comics. I'm by myself, y'all. Oh, we telling jokes. Boom. What's up, y'all? I'm big brother, old brother Rome Anthony, and this is my frat, Comic Alpha New. What? Comic Alpha New. What? Comic Alpha New. What? Telling jokes to you. Break it down. That's all you're going to get out of me. I'm 51 years old of light-skinned descent trying to do this frat thing. 3rd generation light-skinned, but I'm just glad to be out here at my man Spike Rebel show, The Experience, that's what he called it. First of all, I have to be grateful. Like Jesse Jackson Jr., he just got out of jail, and he came on and told the people that this is America, land of second chances. And I'm sitting in jail going, ooh, I'm going to go to the parole board and use that. I said, yeah, this is land of second chances. And they let me out. And that was cool. But I went back to my roommate, and he was like, you got out? I said, yeah. How you feel about that? Well, I guess I'm just about over being your boyfriend. I'm leaving. I got sexy with it. Well, I guess I'm just about over being your boyfriend. Let me stop. But I got up out of there because, prison life was not for me. But I'm on 48th and Aberdeen thinking everybody in the hood going to be like, glad to see me. What up, Rome? I'm like, what's going on, man? How you get out early? You a snitch. I'm like, what? You a snitch ass. And he said N-word. He didn't even call me that other word. He said, you an N-word. I said, hold up. First of all, I ain't never no snitch. I'm sure by now y'all know snitches get stitches. I'm a tattletale. And tattletale, stay out of jail. What you thought? But I'm out here trying to reinsert myself back into society. And when you go into jail and you come out of jail, life changes. It's kind of like if your last phone was a 1G and your new phone is a 4G, you saw all the changes. What the hell is Twitter? But so I got with my 3 kids. I got a daughter and 2 sons. And my son was on his way to college, right? Y'all heard that school? ICDC College. Come on, ICDC. I'm sure. Well, it don't matter. That's not the school he went to, but that's the only commercial they showed when I was locked up. So I was like, yeah, my son gonna go be in college. I took my little money, put on his tuition. I want to share this with y'all. His first report card was incredible. Y'all listening? This boy had 8 Fs, but only 5 classes. What? How the hell? Excuse me, he's experiencing what they call a father-induced coma, but we want to know how he pulled this. I did say incredible feat. How you got 8 Fs and only 5 classes without flinch? He's like, hey, Papi, 3 of those Fs was extra credit. I'm like, what the hell? He like, but tell you, believe, no pain. I tell you what I do, Papi. You like a chitlin? For you, I make a you chitlin Alfredo. With a portobello mushroom, for me, it's a no problem. But don't no hit me. And I was like, dude, what are you doing? He's like, you like a focaccia bread with a little garlic sauce for you and a little lemon pepper. Okay. As you can tell, I got issues. That's why I go to therapy. And my therapist told me I had an acute case. And I was like, I'm cute. She's like, stop. It's called PTOCS. I'm like, really? Yes. What is PTOCS? Never heard of it. It's, y'all listening? Post-traumatic only child syndrome. I'm like, well, damn. That's what that is? You don't get along with others. I was like, okay, that's cool. Your ability to share is nil, which means none. And you have a plethora of friends, and none of them are of this world, which is why you always see me like just randomly go into voices and characters and just like, oh, okay, don't worry about that. I was like, where you going? But I'm married. I've been with the same woman for 22 years, and it's been a great experience. But I tell you, if you're not married, no. If you're married and don't have a counselor, you're not going to stay married. That's what I'm saying. We got a counselor. And I can say before everybody, I love the hell out of my counselor. Yes, my counselor has given us tools to stay married. Like the first one, she taught us rules of engagement. These are words to say and don't say. And fellas, don't ever fall for this. Hey, boo, why don't you just tell me what you're thinking? Don't fall for that. What your answer should be, I don't want to tell you about my thoughts because I don't want to have to apologize for what I'm thinking. Now, here's the kicker. Conflict resolution. You hear that? Conflict resolution says it's okay to disagree. I like dark colors. She like neon colors. We disagree with that. I got that. Now, she struggles. My wife struggles with this conflict resolution because when I tell you she is so damn disrespectful to my girlfriend, I'm like, hold up. What's wrong with you? This is conflict resolution. We talked about that with the lady. But it's okay. And when I tell you, my wife is a cock blocker. I mean, really. Every time I'm out there doing comedy, ladies be like, hey, she be like, don't come over here unless you into threesomes. I'm like, stop that. She like, he like that up her butt. I'm like, really? That's how you gonna put me out there? You talking about somebody, she don't fight. She just put seeds in their head that I ain't no good. And I be like, come on, he little. I'm like, look, let me stop. I don't even know why I'm going there because I really ain't that little. But then again, it all depends. Do you really want a woman that wants you to be that big? Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Like I told you, I just go places that I shouldn't go. I'm a man that teaches the word of God. I don't know what you believe and don't believe, but I believe that he came, he died, he was buried on the third day. He rose again in fulfillment of the scripture. He stopped by the grocery store and picked us up a slice of bread, some fish, and he fed all of us. I was like, that's cool. I like that. And in teaching the word of God, I also believe that you have to know the scriptures. Like when I get in a room full of people, I go, and it's a bunch of women, I say, he who findeth a wife, the women like, ooh, find a good thing. I said, no, giveth up his side piece. Learn your scriptures, women. Oh, my goodness. But I got into this character called Rome Puffy Rome. Because what happened is there's secular music that you don't want to listen to because it vexes your spirit. I said, okay, I'll tell you what. I'm going to take all the music that this devil took. Y'all know what I'm talking about? It like this. Rome Puffy Rome, taking the hits and flipping for the Lord. Right? What does that mean? There was an angel by the name of Lucifer. He got kicked out of heaven, went straight to hell. And he took the music with him. So now I'm taking it back. Yo, this is Rome Puffy Rome. We taking the hits and we doing what? We flipping them joints for the Lord. First of all, I'm going to start off with Ludacris. That was the guy in St. Louis when he said, when I pray, you pray. Just like that. When I pray, you pray. Just like that. When I pray, you pray. Just like that. A hallelujah, Jesus Christ is coming back. Chicka, chicka, rope. That's right. This is Rome Puffy Rome taking the hits, flipping them for the Lord. But then we go all the way to Detroit. Home of the baddest group ever. The Temptations, if you didn't know, because I ain't got time to play with you, they went like this. Doom, 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 doo, 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 doom. Ooh, 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 I'm gonna do all the things for you my God wants a man to do. Oh, Jesus, Jesus, and I'll sacrifice for you. I even witness for you. Oh, Jesus. But then we go to Chicago, right here. Home of the three elements, earth, wind, and fire. Y'all remember how funky they was? They had that 75-piece band. All of them with the CVS, of course. Shouts out. And it was like, you are my Lord, and I can't deny. You gave your life so we could live. Yeah. You turn water straight into wine. While you came back to see us 3 days later. Yeah. That's enough of that. It's Rome Puffy Rome taking the hits and flipping them for the Lord. See, you know what I just did? That was the choir right before the preacher come out and get you ready for the word, right? But here's the thing. As a man who teaches the word of God, I tell you, if you're a Christian, don't tell nobody you're a Christian. Why? Because you're the only person that's going to be accused of, I thought you was a Christian. As soon as you make a mistake, thought you was a Christian. But you do want a fellowship. But be careful, because I made a mistake. This guy invited me in his church. He's like, man, you ought to come to my church. Where your church at? On Belmont, Halston. I was like, okay, what's the name of it? The Belmont Tabernacle. tabernacle. I was like, ooh, who's your pastor? Reverend Over. And I was like, okay, I went there. They had red velvet carpet on the concrete. You pulled up, the doors opened up, and you can hear all the guys, all male choir. Everybody go, hey, man. I said, hey, man. Hey, man. Hey, man. Hey, man. Sing it, homo. And let me tell you something. Their pastor, his first name was Reverend Ben, middle initial D. Over. Reverend Ben D. Over was a Southern missionary Baptist preacher by the way of San Francisco. So he had that mixed draw like, well, I'm like, well, I like to take your dictation to the book of Queens, chapter 69, verse 6 through 9. When you get it, can I get a, hey, man, need a little more time? Wow, I see you. And I see you. I see you over there too. But there's only one chapter in this book, so stop it. Follow me. But I wanted to tell you, as a matter of fact, it's at this point in time in service, sit down, stop making all that motion. We're going to have the diva of the tabernacle read the minutes. All right? Can I get a, Blanche, would you come on out here? Blanche come out, be like, How you doing? First of all, giving honor and praises to the man upstairs. No, not the second floor, the third floor. You know the guy with the impacts? What he's called? Yes, he's an odontist. Well, somebody put a little extra money in the cheddar collection plate. You know what we say up in here? The cheddar, more cheddar, make it more better. And since we can't get you no ticket to the pearly gate because we don't have none up in here we're going to have Rufus and all male choir sing him. A hymn. Rufus, here I am. Him. Whoa, him. Him. Ooh, you look good. Where'd you get that from? Him. Oh, him. Pastor always talking about, let him use ya. Remix. Dun, 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 dun. Ow. Hey, y'all ready? You take a H, that's a and the I-M, you put them all together and that spells him, that's him, H-I-M, him, that's him, H-I-M, him, you take a H, that's a, and the I-M, that's when the choir director be like, you put them all together and that spells him. The closet door of the tabernacle is now open. And if you think about it though, in the 80s, we started talking about, don't come out the closet. But if you have a big house like the one we in with walk-in closet, I think members of the LGBT community, we should be saying thank you. Because they came out the closet, be like, too small in that bitch. I tell you what we going to do. we going to put rods here and there. And that's why we call them Mimi rods, because you can put anything on them. Closets right here, little shelves right there. Walk-in closets was a member of the LGBT inventions. Thank you. But you know what? See, we live in a world now where you got to be careful what you say, because I work for a company where they just told us we have to have sexual orientation training. And I'm like, the last I heard, orientations was something you did before you did something. I'm not about to do anything sexually different. Why we got to have this orientation class? But now if you go through the transition like my man, what was the guy named Bruce Jenner? I don't know if y'all saw that, where he said, there's always been a woman in me, but I'm a man on the outside. And I was like, I feel the same way. But, you know, just if you asking, yes, I'm about 5% homosexual. 8% and above is gay. I'm only 5%, so I'm cool. I don't like nothing but fish. Okay, let me stop. Because they said, Ron, why are you always doing that gay stuff? I said, I don't know. What else is going on in my life? Because, you know, being the kind of guy I am, I'm always just paying attention. Like right now, you hear about the Ferguson, you hear about the Baltimore, and you know, I worry about these young black men in our community. Pull your pants up. And so I give back. I'm a mentor. I like to give back. But one of the things I like to give back is an elbow and an uppercut. Because you know what? How you going to tell me not to beat the hell out of my son, but if he look at you the wrong way, you can shoot him? So parents, beat the hell out your kids. Let them grow up to be somebody. That's all I'm saying. That was my message and that stuff like that, because you try to educate these people and you got to pay attention to the words, what's going on. Well, first of all, where my Barack Obama fans? If you're from Chicago, hell, if you're from America, you got to be a fan of this first black president, Barack Obama, the 44th president. But now I don't care what they say about him. Let's deal with facts. FA facts. He will be the president that re-engaged the world into marijuana. It's right now, I think 25 states got legal medical marijuana. Chocolate City, which is D.C. and Colorado, you can get legal marijuana whenever you want to. What? I'm like, and right now, Congress and the Senate don't let him do anything, but he got that thing called the executive branch. I'm sure he's going to come out to the people. Good evening, American people. I'm going to use my executive order to create a venue called Weed Time. No, understand this. Every household in America between 40 and 50 years ago lost a very important component known as family time. So weed time will happen after dinner, but before dessert. Yeah, I did say dessert. Yeah, I had a little too much already. It will be me, Michelle, Sasha, and Malia. And as a forgiveness program, we're going to have Paula Dean bring out a casserole of marijuana military green. You got the stem, seeds, and the leaves. And we'll have Sasha and Malia and break them up while paying homages to collard mustard and turn ups. Turn up, turn up. So, as we re-engage in the world of marijuana, we're going to have Michelle. You know, she's got great arms and long fingers. She's going to roll the first American joint. We got to use tops, American paper. Roll it up and pass it over to me because I am the president of the United States of America and head of my household. Take that hit. Kick the hell out of the national anthem and change it to Green reefer is the weed for me. Farm grown, stocks big as a tree. Buds spread out so far and wide. Come on, Sasha Malia. We smoke outdoor because our mommy don't like it inside. I'm Barack Obama and I endorse this. But I'm telling you, see, only thing about it, I don't know if I really trust the president because he's legalizing marijuana. So what happens when you smoke marijuana? You're late for work. What happens if you're late for work too many times? You lose your job. What happens if you lose your job? You stop paying your gas, light, child support. What happens if you miss three child support payments? You get locked up. Wow. That was a long way to go back to locking black people up. They're gonna let us smoke weed and then you miss child support payments and you're back in jail. I just want y'all to think about that. I mean, not that I have a problem with that because my kids are grown, so I ain't gotta worry about missing child support payments. But here's the thing, fathers, stay home with your kids. Do you know I never bought my kids nothing? No, because you can't go to a judge and say my daddy can't buy nothing. If you live outside the house, yes, they can. I never took my kids nowhere. Did nothing with them. I just pretend to listen. I said, boy, if you walk across this table and this TV again while I'm playing this Madden, you're going to find out how much I think I love you. But, you know, my kids, like, used to have conversations like, Dad, did you masturbate when you was in high school? I'm like, no. Because at my age, we didn't have porn. We had the Michael Todd downtown. You couldn't get any. And then I don't know if y'all remember a thing called On TV. If you put the TV knob between 3 and 4, you might saw one boob, but it was like this. It was wiggling. And you like, ooh, a boob, a boob. And then it went away. You didn't get an erection, so you didn't have to masturbate. Like today, they got on their TV, on their iPad, it's everywhere. So these kids are different. But my kids, I say, hey, did you use that towel to masturbate? You think they denied it? No. I don't use towels. I use wipes. I was like, y'all is different around here. Because man, I remember when I crapped in my pants. You think I told anybody about that? I threw them drawers away in my neighbor's garbage can. And I'm going to get out of here with this. Fellas, if you grew up in a predominantly female family, and you had stains in your drawers, they were wrong. They made you feel like you were foul, dirty, you didn't know how to wipe your ass. But when you get older and you do your girlfriend's laundry and they got these crusty ass panties, you be like, hey, babe, what's this? That's just some discharge. Oh, hell. I wish I could have told my grandma when I was in 4 years old, 1960, I think, was like, come here, little boy, what? What's this shit in your drawers? I'm like, grandma, I want to go to answer in your question. That's where this came from. I wish I can go back to 1968. Boy, what's this shit in your drawer? Oh, grandma, my ass just discharged some shit. You know, think about it, because those are bodily functions that we can't control. So guess what? if we got somebody who wants some money, and want to invest in this product, they're called butt shields for men. They're pretty much panty shields, but you put them in the back. You know where your shit stains are, and you strategically lay them in that cut so that you won't get none on your nice drawers. Because you take your girl to a restaurant, she gets you to eat some burritos or something to give you gas, and she take you back, and she like, you was a good dude today, and she start pulling your drawers down, and she, you know, when the woman pull your drawers down, they look at you straight in the eye, and you like, yeah, but then she cut her eye down, and some of your drawers, the drawers come back up like that, you be like, you be like, all right. She done saw something in my drawers, but if you had butt shields, you just sit there, and as the drawers come down, you just pull that strip because it's a little thin adhesive, toss in the corner, inspect it later. But by that time, she done gave you a little treat. Everything's good. You know what? My name is Rome Anthony. I'm about to get out of here, but y'all see this beautiful picture of this guy right here? I thought I was Suge Knight, the hip-hop artist, and I want to introduce y'all to this new track I call Chi-Town, comic anthology. Hit that track, and I'm out of here, man. Again, this is Chi-Town, comic anthology. If you listen good, there's a history lesson in this. Yeah, I'm feeling that. Rome Anthony in the building, Comic Alpha New. Shouts out to the Naughty Comedy Showcase, my homies. Y'all ready for this? This ain't nothing but a history lesson. Check this out. Back in the day, there was all jokes aside. The comedy act theater kept the funny scene alive. It was me and Evan and Muscle Man Dose. We used to use Deja just to tell you folks jokes. I'm Rome, I remember that routine. I used to open up for TK Kirkland. Sometime it was Big Head Mike Bonner. Open up for those cats gave me honor. I'm telling jokes from the shy. I'm telling jokes from the shy. I'm telling jokes from the shy. So grab the microphone, keep the funny alive. Bernie Mac was that one and only king. At the Cotton Club is where he did his thing. Ali Leroy had that one long braid. And Mary Wan kept his butt on stage. Daniel Gardner left us for the kid and play. Hey, question is, y'all, where his butt today? Adele Given, First Queen, Diane Corder, Diva Scene, Sonya D, West Side Ding-a-ling, Cerise Lucky went and got herself a ring. Ah, she got married. I'm telling jokes from the shy. I'm telling jokes from the shy. I'm telling jokes from the shy. So grab the microphone, keep the legend alive. Y'all should be feeling that right about it now. That's Comic Alpha New presenting some stuff to you now. Check this out. I'm an old comic passing the torch over to these new cats. We run a marathon, and there's a girl by the name of Jess Niche. She the princess of this generation. I dub her that. Check this out now. Just Niche need to be just ass. Shovey Dovey need to shave her mustache. Lisa Lear, learn to spell your name. And Derek J, new to the game. George Wilburn claimed his jokes cure stress. Steve Harvey known for being best dressed. Leon Rogers sport joke is on fleek. Ill Will still boo-boo on his feet. I'm telling jokes from the shy. I'm telling jokes from the shy. I'm telling jokes from the shy. So grab the microphone, keep the legend alive. Shouts out to all our fallen. Robin Harris, Bernie Mac, Tornado, Terrell, Tracy Jones, and my man James Hanna. I'm Rome Anthony, and I'm out.
That was hot, man.
I'm trying to act like I'm hard. Let me start. You know, that's the Comic Alpha New, man.
Omega Psi Phi. All the black Greeks, man.
No, say it again.
I said, well, you're not.
No, what's your, say yours like you mean it.
What?
What, ain't you in the frat?
Yeah, Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated, sir.
There you go.
But that's, let me see. Comic Alpha New.
Yeah.
Is that N-E-W or N-U?
Man, I don't know. I don't know Greek. I only speak English, bad English.
So you gonna start some more chapters? Like?
Oh, yeah. You know what? If you want to become part of Comic Alpha New, put your ass on the line. Woo. Tell new jokes. Tell it the way you feel it. And don't worry about it. That's how you get hazed. You know what? Every comic have a bad set in their life. That ain't the issue. It's how you get past it.
Yeah. Wow.
So I'm making a movie called Stomp the Mic.
They gonna...
Yeah.
I still got a little bit, but I be tired too, man.
I'm telling you. Oh, dude. I should send y'all my practice video of me trying to learn how to step. It's hilarious.
Can you step the other way? Like, you know, the other Chicago
Oh,
step?
yeah, of course. You remember I was in a play called Step a Story?
No, I didn't know that.
You didn't? Oh,
Well, look, tell the audience where you're going to be at, how to find you on the internet, you know, Twitter, what's the other stuff they got?
Well, the next big thing is coming down the pipeline is I Think I'm Mike Lowry. It's going to be May 21st at the Icon Theater. I'm playing everybody. That means
Everybody.
I got 5 characters in this flick. So it's a great scene. It's about a guy who's not cool. He cries and his fairy swag mother show up and give him a swag diamond ring.
Fairy swag
He
mother.
puts it on and bam, he transforms into what he want to be. But then he loses his ring, and later on it comes down to this. What's in you is already there. You didn't need the ring, but it's going to show because the next guy to get the ring, he's an 80 cat, talking about 85. I've been making money since 88. He put the ring on and bam, he turned into an evangelist. I've been praising the Lord since 85. And I was like, wow.
You think you ever be doing films? Writing behind the scenes, or actually
Anywhere that I'm allowed to express my creativity, I'm there.
my man. Well, y'all heard it first. Rome Anthony. I call him Jerome Fuller, but everybody, what? Romy Rome?
That's why you put that up there, my government name. Good thing I don't have no more bills.
And this is the spot where you see artists with artists. We always pushing positive, and the Spike Rebel experience is not just, like I said, musicians. It's all kind of people that I meet every day. But this is one of my best homie friends, and I'm gonna bless him with this painting. He said he's gonna put pictures of his family on there, but that's all good.
This is us.
Hey man, say something positive to all those watching, local to global. That's you.
This is Rome Anthony of Comic Alpha Nu. Believe in yourself, believe in a higher being. Don't believe in fear because that's a creativity and spirit of the lower power. And just do you.
My man. With that, you can check out this kind of art or any of the other fine artists throughout Chicago at stagetheshow.tv. Be there. Let's go. This is the Spike Rebel experience.
Stage to show.